Hey guys, and welcome to another motivational cleaning video. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my weekend cleaning routine. I try to get as much done as possible on the weekends so that we have a nice, fresh, and clean house for the rest of the week. We work together as a family on projects, and we just work really hard to make our house nice. Before we get started, I wanted to quickly mention that this is a collab with my friend Regina from Home Sweet Home. She obviously has a beautiful home and she is also sharing her weekend cleaning routine, so definitely go check her out. Her video will be linked in the description box. So I usually start my weekend cleaning by stripping everyone's sheets and washing them. I try to do a load of laundry every single day, Monday through Friday, so I don't have clothing to fold or wash during the weekend. Unfortunately, that doesn't always happen. As you can see, we are working on that habit and I am definitely getting better at it, but it is still a work in progress. So I am going to have some other clothes to fold and wash this weekend as well. My oldest also has a ton of throw blankets in his bed, so not only do we have to wash his sheets and pillowcases, but also all of those blankets as well. I guess he thought it would be nice to have a few extra blankets, so that is just more that needs to be washed this weekend. Even though our weekends are usually busy with baseball games and with cleaning and different projects that we have to do, we still just spend time together as a family, even if it is when we are cleaning and stripping the beds to wash the sheets. We are still just having a great time as a family and we are working hard together, which I think is really important. This weekend, I decided to try out the Method laundry detergent in the scent Beach Sage for the first time, and I have to say I really enjoyed it. It smelled very fresh and it made our entire garage where our laundry is smell so good, as well as the sheets. It just felt like they were sheets from a hotel or something. I don't know. I so far am really enjoying the Method laundry detergent. Next up is our first little project that we are doing this weekend. My husband so kindly put together this dresser from Ikea. We actually bought 2 of these and we are going to use them as nightstands. I am actually going to DIY them. I'm going to stain them, add some trim, maybe even add some legs to them. But my husband's job was just to initially put them together, which he was so sweet to do. And I find these clips just really funny because it looks like I'm just chilling and me and the baby are just hanging out and chit-chatting with my husband while he is working. I do think it shows that we can work together as a family to make our home nice and functional while also just enjoying each other, chit-chatting, hanging out at the same time. So here is the progress on our Ikea dressers / nightstands. We still have mine to build, and then of course I have the DIY process to do. I am also going to change out the knobs for some really cool black pulls, I think. So there's a lot more to do on this dresser, but baby steps, baby steps.
You're still in mine, but you're still in mine, but you're still in mine, but you're still in my head.
I just thought I would mention that I love these sheets by Burt's Bees for the toddler bed and the crib. They just fit so nicely on the mattress. They really fit tight, and I think they just look very clean and put together. Okay, here is our disaster of a kitchen. Sometimes this happens to me on the weekends because Friday nights, sometimes I'm just too tired to do the dishes the night before, and I also usually bake something in the morning on Saturday mornings, so the kitchen is usually in pretty dire need of a good clean, which luckily on the weekends I have my husband around to help out with the kids, so it is a good time to get a lot of cleaning done. I will say though that I am 7 months pregnant and I'm getting bigger and more tired, and I'm going to need to spread out my cleaning more so throughout the week. In this video, you will see me cleaning on Saturday. Normally, I would also clean on Sunday, but I was in so much pain. My back was hurting so badly that I was not able to. So I'm realizing that I'm going to have to spread it out through the week, but I thought I would share that with you guys. I will show that in future videos. So there is a way that you can work around this whole pregnancy thing. At least that's what I am trying to do. But yeah, it's just for a short period of time. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. I use this Cascade dishwasher detergent from Sam's. Honestly, it's just pretty cheap and that's why I use it. I may try to switch to something that's a little bit more natural, but it does get the job done. Here is my pantry. I thought I would show you guys that I've started to sort the kids' snacks, and that has worked really well for us. I did organize this pantry and declutter it in a recent decluttering and organizing video, but you have to keep working with it. As you see here, I had to find a spot for all of the spaghetti sauces that I purchased because it's nice to have those on hand for if I want to throw together a spaghetti dinner. So I had to kind of work with my pantry to figure out where they could go that would work with my organizational system. So the decluttering and organizing really never ends, guys. Now this is really embarrassing, but I thought I would mention it. I had not used our regular coffee maker in a while, and I realized that there was still some coffee in it, which was so disgusting, so I gave that a good deep clean, and then I actually decided to store our coffee maker for a little while in our shed. Since it is moving into warmer weather where we live, we really just don't make hot coffee that often. I've started to use my espresso maker, and I just use my grinder, grind some espresso, and make iced coffees. So I've really been enjoying that, and I figured there was no point in keeping the coffee maker on the counter, taking up precious counter space. I'm also showing here that I use a magic eraser to clean my apron sink. I love magic erasers. They have so many good uses. Here I am using my Wyman stainless steel cleaner and polish to really clean my stainless steel appliances, and I'm also wiping down the microwave. These are things that I like to do on the weekend. During the week I will just kind of spot clean with my all-purpose cleaner, but I like to really make our stainless steel appliances shine on the weekends, or just do some deeper cleaning like cleaning out the microwave. Something else that I like to do on the weekends is really deep clean our countertops. Sometimes during the week I'm just too tired or busy to deep clean them, so I just kind of try to spot clean them. So it's a really nice and satisfying to just give those countertops a nice deep clean so they're fresh and ready for the week to come. I try to keep the baby's toys as organized as possible throughout the week, but sometimes they get a little bit out of hand, so the weekend is a great time to really just reorganize them, put them where they're supposed to go, not just throw them into a basket or whatever, but really get them organized. I have been going more and more minimal with his toys, and I have discovered that that is the best way to do it because he is just wild and crazy, and he prefers to just kind of run around outside and stuff more often than playing with his toys anyway. My sweet husband usually mows the lawn on the weekends, so I thought I would show you guys what he is doing here. He also decided to treat the lawn with some like anti-bug or anti-mosquito stuff. I don't really know. He knows all about that stuff, and he takes good care of us and keeps our backyard nice. So that is just something that I am very grateful for. This weekend I decided to focus on dusting in our living room, and I'm so glad I did. It's really amazing how much cleaner your home feels when you dust. Dusting is something that I kind of forget about sometimes or think it's kind of one of the least important chores, and every time I do it I remind myself that that is not true. The home just feels so clean, smells better. It is just so much nicer when all of that dust is wiped away. Something else I try not to forget about is wiping down these French doors. They get little handprints, fingerprints on them all the time, and it is amazing how much just cleaner the whole room looks when these French doors are wiped down and clean. I decided to kind of spot clean our couch and do some maintenance. These poor pillows go through a lot, and they actually had some strings hanging from them, so I clipped those. This is just something we live with when we have little boys that are coming from outside straight into our living room and just kind of wreaking havoc on this poor couch, but it is really holding up very well considering. This weekend we also decided to declutter our shed a little bit and move some of that stuff into our attic. So that is what we did, thanks to my handy husband. And I also thought I would mention that we have this really cool insulation that we added to our attic. You will see there my husband is zipping it up, and it just helps keep the heat from the attic up there, and it's been working really well for us. Now that our sheets are nice and clean, I'm just putting them on our bed. Normally, I get my husband to help me with this because for some reason it's one of my least favorite things to do. That's why we have very simple bedding in the first place. It also makes it really easy to just make the bed every single morning, which I find so important to have a productive day. But yeah, I didn't get my husband to do it with me. I decided to just go ahead and do it. I didn't strategically wait until he was around to do it like I normally do. Anyway, now I am just completing the laundry area, folding some laundry. I have been trying so hard to keep this place in order. If you've been watching my last few videos, you know how hard I've been working on this area, and I just really want to keep it looking clean because it's so nice when we walk into this like garage slash game room slash everything area that we have in our house, and it's all picked up and clean. I also wanted to mention that we do have like the Ikea box and some stuff kind of cluttered in the corner of our room right there. That is obviously not going to stay there. We have another dresser to put together, and we have to just figure out where to put that little organizer since we have these nice drawers now. So anyway, that will be moved very soon. So I ended the day with some vacuuming. As you can see, the toys have already gotten messed up a little bit, which is okay, and I did not bend over and pick them up again. I just used the vacuum to push them around. It's better than not vacuuming, right? I was in so much pain by the end of the day. Oh my back was hurting so bad. So the few times I did bend over to pick up some things, it hurt way too much, and I was like, you know what, forget it. I'm just pushing these toys around so that I can at least still vacuum in this area. So the last thing I did was take some time to really focus on vacuuming this area in front of the double doors. It is definitely a hot spot in our house that just gets super dirty because the boys come in from the backyard and just track in a bunch of dirt. I try to make them leave their shoes outside, which is not the easiest to enforce, especially with a 2-year-old, so we just do the best that we can, but this is definitely an area that has to be vacuumed more thoroughly and more often. But that is it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got some motivation from this video. Please be sure to subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it. That really helps out my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.